Hello everyone, thanks for clicking on my video. My name is Yessie from Yessie's Nails. Today I will be showing you how to create these lovely glitter vines on press-on nails. It's a fairly simple method. I know that there's other methods available out there, but this one has been the one that has worked the best for me. Here is a list of items I use to make these nails. Most of these items I've got off of the Amazon website or the iGel website. You can use pretty much any loose fine glitter that you might have on hand. Alright, so here we're going to start with the blank long coffin full tip. Going to go ahead and add a nice layer of your base coat gel, and then you're going to go ahead and pop that into the lamp. Okay, so now that my base coat has cured, I'm going to go in with the DD172 Cozy Cashmere by iGel Beauty. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 coats of this and cure in between coats for 60 seconds. You will want to, whatever color that you use, you'll want to use the company specifications for your UV or LED light settings. Okay, so once those 2 top coats have cured, I'm going to go in and use my matte top coat and go ahead and use a thin layer of that and cure it. The reason I'm using a top coat prior to finishing off the design is so that the glitter does not stick onto that sticky layer of that nude that I'm using. Although later on in the video you will see I'm having a bit of an issue getting that glitter off of the matte top coat because I seem to be using one that's a little bit more velvety. You'll want to use one that's like more of a no wipe matte coat so that you don't have that issue. Alright, so now that that's curing in the lamp, I'm going to go ahead and grab my DD71 Caribbean Sea. I'm going to grab that little triangle tray that I use for rhinestones. I'm going to use the back side to put a bit of that, just a dab of that gel polish on there. Just enough for the nails in order to go ahead and draw those vines. I'm going to be using a very thin, short nail art brush. I think I got this off of Amazon in a kit that came with a lot of different brushes. But this one works very well for me to draw those fine, smaller lines that we need for this type of design. And then I'll just start going in and drawing that by drawing 2 lines, one on the top and one on the bottom. And I'm sorry, the focus kind of goes in and out here. My camera, I don't know why, it just did not want to focus on the right thing every now and then. But you kind of get the point of what's happening there. So I'm working with very little dabs every now and then, not too much gel on that brush so it doesn't kind of flood the design. And then I'm drawing those little leaves off of the vines. And you really can just freelance this however you want to draw it. There's really no wrong way. I think as long as it looks like a vine and some leaves, you'll be fine. The glitter really helps to mask a lot of those errors. And then I'm going to do it on the other side. And so in this video I'll actually do 2 different designs on the nail. I'll do this here that's 1 vine on the top, 1 vine on the bottom, and then I'll have another one that's going through the middle of the entire nail vertically. As you can see, I'm working with not too much of that gel polish on the small brush. And again, unfortunately, the focus is going in and out, but you could still see how the design is coming along. Okay, so once you're happy with your design, you're going to go ahead and pull your glitter. I'm using a coffee filter to hold the glitter and a coffee stirring spoon to go ahead and throw a dash of that glitter on top of the nail. So you're just going to sprinkle it on your design, and here's where you'll see it kind of sticks to that matte coat for me, but it's because it's kind of got that velvety finish to it. So if you use just a no wipe top coat, you shouldn't have that issue. But you can always also remove it with a bit of alcohol pad at the end of it, at the end of finishing up the nail and everything. So here I'm just sprinkling on this glitter onto this nail. I'm going to go ahead and tap it to get that excess off. As you can see, it does not get all of the excess off, unfortunately, and you don't want to try to get that out at this step because then you'll ruin the design. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp so it cures that gel polish. Okay, so now that we have cured that design, it really has just cured that gel at the bottom there. We're going to go ahead and scrub off all of that excess gel. You could see here I had a little bit of trouble trying to take it all off because of that matte top coat that I used. It had more of a velvet finish. You can use one that does not have that finish and it'll be a lot easier. But here you see how that design looks. Okay, so now we're going to do the second design for this set, and this one's going to have the vines going up vertically through the nail, in the middle of the nail, I'm sorry, and unfortunately I did quite a thick line here and there at the bottom, but it still worked out, but I would prefer it to have been a little thinner. I think I used too much of I put too much of the gel polish on my brush. But here I'm just kind of working that design going up in a kind of a swirl so that it has a bit of a dimension to it instead of just a straight line. But I'm just adding a little bit of nail polish wherever I feel like it might need it. If I don't put enough nail polish and you sprinkle on the glitter, it won't really adhere, and there'll be sections that might need glitter but does not have glitter. So I'm going to go in here and do the leaves part of it, just kind of alternating from each side, going up a couple millimeters up from each one, and just kind of alternating from each side of that that middle line there. And as you can see here, I kind of messed up on that leaf, but it still looks good, so I'll keep it. If you don't like it, you can go in with an alcohol wipe and just kind of remove that part, or a little bit of wipe with some acetone, a wipe with a little bit of acetone on it. This is about 102 degrees over there, so I'm having over here, so I'm actually having a little hard time recording these voiceovers because it's so hot, and if I turn on my AC, you can't really hear. So trying to get this all recorded and out this week so that people who wanted to see the video and wanted the tutorial can view it and over the week. But I'm almost on here with that design. I'm just finishing up, and I'm kind of doing a half leaf there at the top since there's not enough room. And again, I kind of messed up a little bit, but fixed it. And my camera, of course, is going out of focus every now and then. And so that is done. I'm going to go ahead and start with that sprinkling of the glitter step here. And I'm just trying to do a little bit so it doesn't really smudge that painting, the gel paint on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and dab it to take off whatever excess I can take off before I cure it. And unfortunately, because again, velvet top coat, it wouldn't take off a lot. Usually when I use a different top coat and I couldn't find it, when I use the right top coat, it doesn't, a lot of it will go when I tap it the first time around. But here you see the brush kind of got most of it off. And this is after it's been cured. And there it is. And here's what the set looks like once it's completed and in the design that I have that I sell in my Etsy shop for press-on nails. I really do like this color. It's so vibrant, but I feel like my favorite is still going to be the rose gold glitter one, and that's coming up in this next slide here. I feel like it's just a classical look with it. You can never go wrong with rose gold, I think. Well, thank you very much for making it through the video. If you liked the video, please like it and subscribe. If you do try this method, please go ahead and post it on Instagram and at me at Yessie's Nails YD. Thank you very much.